Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this how to play video, I'm going to take a look at Highlander Hunter. Highlander Hunter is a mid-range deck, and as the name implies, there can be only one. So it uses single copies of cards because it has 3 synergy cards that require it to do so. There's Zephyrus the Great, there's Dino Tamer Bran, and there is Dragon Queen Alexstrasza. And the immense power from these cards just makes it worthwhile to do that. Highlander Hunter is the real Swiss army knife of hunters. There's an answer to every situation, although given that it's a singleton deck you don't always find the right answers, but in theory you can beat anything with this deck. There are some bad matchups like Mech Paladin and Dragon Hunter. In Hunter mirrors the faster hunter tends to be favored. But if you find the right tools, you can overcome even those decks. So the massive upside of playing this deck is that you always feel like you have a chance. Any matchup you go into, you always have a chance. There's always a chance that you top deck the right answer even if things look pretty dire, which makes this a really fun deck to play. I played with a couple of variants of this archetype, but I ended up with this list. I got the secret package. Secret package it's okay, statistically it's still fine, but I just didn't feel like it was doing enough for me, and cutting the secret package allowed me to fit in 7 dragons. I have a big ol' whelp included in this one, and 7 dragons means that my Rottnest Drake and my Corrosive Breath gain a little bit more consistency. Given how popular Rogue is right now on the ladder, this deck is also teched against Rogue because there is an injured Tolver for the early game. Can't backstab that, can't seal fate that, and then there is a Boom Pistol Bully, which can lock the rogue out of a turn and just help you win the matchup. Other than that, it is Highlander business as usual, so Zephyrus great at any moment. There's just so many things Zephyrus can give you, I still sometimes forget some of them, but some of the highlights for this archetype include that you can get Wind Fury for your Leroy Jenkins, so that you're able to push 12 damage with that, and you can get a Sacrificial Pact to kill the opponent's Frenzied Fellwings if you're under pressure from aggro, and heal up at the same time. Those in addition to the regular direct damage and board clears and healing that you can get from the card. There are lots of nice things that you can do with this deck. For example, Varanus can change the health of all enemy minions to 1, and then you can play Unleash the Hounds and just kill them all to clear the board. There's quite a few removal capabilities in this deck, because then you also have stuff like Rottnest Drake and Faceless Corruptor, and Faceless Corruptor can be fed with like Spring Paw, or if you equip a Desert Spear and you hit something with that, that spawns a 1/1 and you can use Faceless Corruptor on that, so you have lots of ways to activate it to get some of that rush power going. As for the mulligans with this deck, you have a lot of great plays for the mid and late game, but you need to survive and get there, so you need to aggressively mulligan for your early game. Blazing Battle Mage, Dwarven Sharpshooter, Zephyrus the Great, that's your basic mulligan. Those are cards that you want to keep in every single matchup, they are just so good. Other than that, it then starts to vary a little bit, because there's stuff like Fairy Dragon, which is great against Rogue, and it's great against all the slow defensive decks where you want to push in the damage. And then there's Injured Tolver, which is also great against Rogue, and that can be used a little bit more defensively in the early game. If you enjoy this content, you can support the channel by joining as a subscriber or member on YouTube, and joining as a follower or subscriber on Twitch. Also check out the description below for my social media channels and other ways to support the content that I create. And now, let's go take a look at Highlander Hunter in action. Fine. There are some interesting cards here against Rogue, but I still think I will go for the full mulligan and look for an even faster setup. The squelching is yours, my friend. The squelching is yours. Oh, that's a nice one. Of course, Rogue did keep everything, which means that this has a fairly high chance of getting backstabbed now. I would wager a guess that it gets backstabbed, but it doesn't. Well, that's something. That's an upside. No need for me to coin the Stormhammer or anything. I think I want to preserve the coin, so we're just hero powering the Rogue to the dome. And then a Snippety Snap. I kind of want to Stormhammer down the Snip Snap. The alternative is to develop the Ursatron. But if that is a Seal Fate, it's not a backstab. So if it's a Seal Fate on the Ursatron, I do get to draw another mech with that. Maybe that's okay. I think it might be fine to play the Ursatron here. Even if it gets Seal Fated.
No tomb can hold me.
Oh, a Restless Mummy.
No tomb can hold me.
Oh boy, oh boy. This looks like Stormhammer. Takes down the Snip Snap. And a Spring Paw. Takes down the tree one. Like this. Now, if there is a Ziliax, it could be magnetized here. And that was also pretty good, actually. That was pretty good. Because now, like, Rottnest Drake has 66% chance to fail. There is still the Lynx and Faceless Corruptor available. It's kind of hard for me to afford all the face tanking on the Shield of Galakrond. Dragonbane coin. Hero power doesn't seem that great. Maybe this is simply an escaped Mana Saber. This should be difficult to remove. I can coin the Bran next turn. That was a very hard turn, because there were so many viable options. But there is like coin Bran. Kills the 4/5. But what can Rogue develop?
Unity, precision.
There was the Ziliax all along. Well, that's tough. So now I will need to play... Well, there is the Rottnest Drake, of course, but it can still fail. There is the kill command. Yeah, that's tough. Lynx hit over there. This one goes in. Coin Bran. Could work. Lynx hits away the Divine Shield, so that this can kill that, which will give me a mana, which allows me to coin Bran. And then the King Crush can kill that. And I can kill the 1/1 mech in an attempt to protect the King Crush. Maybe that protection wasn't really useful, after I already saw Snip Snap and Ziliax. But okay, what's up next? There could be an Eviscerate on the King Crush, of course. That's an option. An escaped Mana Saber. For a moment I was thinking he might be going face. That Mana Saber might be the death of me next turn. This Tol'Vir could be the key. I mean, it's Tol'Vir and the Rottnest Drake, right?
I'll show you how it's done.
I'll kill his entire board here. King Crush will go down to just 3, and it won't get to go face. I think it's still the play. That one over there. Rottnest Drake and Tol'Vir. Okay. So that the Rogue does not have a board. Does not get to use the Mana Saber. It's a Highlander Rogue, right? Because there's the Mana Saber. Well, then there is Zephyrus to worry about.
You are too late. His return is nigh.
10, 18. 18 damage here. I have 25. If I trade with this, get the Dragonbane out there, because I'm 2 off. How many invokes have been spent? Just 1 so far. There might still be a way. This one trades. I think I'll do something like this here. So I get the Rogue down to 8. Rogue can play Galakrond and go to 13.
Life and hope are worth fighting.
Okay, Rogue didn't want to go for Galakrond. The cards that I played last turn are not going to help the Rogue. Nope, that Rogue is dead. Phew. Didn't fight a single Rogue. Today it's Rogue after Rogue. That is just the way it goes sometimes with the matchmaking. You look at the statistics, okay, this is popular, I want to take against this, and then when you actually get in the game, you can't find a single one. We'll see. This Rogue kept just 1 card, but this Rogue is on the coin, which is scary. Insquelchable. Oh, I didn't have anything to play on 2. On 3 it's probably a Snip Snap, unless there is a particular reason to Diving Griffin. Diving Griffin would be like coin Miscreant would probably be followed by the Diving Griffin, but this is just a Snip Snap. It's annoying to deal with. They could of course be Seal Fate and then he can dagger down a 1/1, so it wouldn't be that bad. Oh, it's going to be some kind of huge Edwin play. That would be incredible indeed. No, it wasn't a huge Edwin play. Okay. Well, I'm completely fine with this. Look, subscribed. 27 months, that's crazy. Thank you so much for all of your support, I do appreciate that. I think I want to kill that one. I can leave the Stealth Mana Saber out there. I don't have anything particularly fun that I can do for 6 mana here, but we'll see. 2 invocations so far. 2 lackeys in hand. Do I want the Mana Saber to go face? Because I could. I totally could do that. Can I look to Rogue out of this game with a Bully now? Would that be sufficient? Rogue could have that Seal Fate for the Bully and then trade with the Pharaoh Cat. I think I still want to try the Bully here. Do I trade away the Pharaoh Cat then? Maybe I do. Maybe I do trade it away. This cannot be Seal Fated now. So if there's a Seal Fate, then what? None of the lackeys can be played this turn. Will this give me the edge that I need?
Unity, precision.
Ziliax can be played. That's a good one. That's a good one indeed. Oh, that was so good for this position. That's incredible. That was too good. I have to Corrosive Breath the Ziliax. And then these are pushing face, but this is far weaker turn than I hoped. And that was the only card that could make it so. Ouch. Painful.
No tomb can hold me.
Oh dear. That was incredible.
Tomb can hold me.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, look at that.
But I
Well, that's going to be killed with the Diving Griffin. It has to be. At this point it has to be. I can't get rid of both lackeys. Playing the sharpshooter doesn't really help me. He's probably just hero power phase. Okay.
Nobody move and no one gets hurt.
So I can't use the Faceless Corruptor next turn. Oh, Rogue goes on the offense. I can play Zephrys, but 1 mana from after the Zephrys doesn't do much. No beasts available. Next turn Zephrys could give me a Flame Strike. But I'm taking 7-8 already from these. Oh dear. What would Zephrys give me now if I play it here? Probably nothing good enough. I think I need to reduce incoming damage now. I really think I do. I just can't afford to take all this damage. Some of that damage has got to go. Okay. If there is not that much power on the board, I might be able to do Dragon Queen next turn. Snip Snap, but there's no more Ziliax. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage on the board. Okay. 12 from hand. Could be lethal. That would be Leroy Shadow Step. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I need to trade away one of the minions. There could be a Heist Baron, of course. I think this is a Dragon Queen Alexstrasza turn.
Life and hope are worth fighting.
Well, that Nozari is interesting. But do I want to get the rogue back to 30? But if I have just the Alexstrasza on the board, is that enough to beat the rogue? So I have to trade away one of these, otherwise they could be lethal with Leroy. Well, there couldn't if I play the Nozari. I don't play the Nozari because I think I need to be aggressive still. Leroy Shadow Step is one off still at this point.
The Brotherhood shall prevail.
Zephrys for a Flame Strike. Definitely an option here. Leaves me with a pair of 1/1s. Probably going for that one here. There's the Flame Strike. So there goes the board. Still not playing the Nozari yet. I'll save the Nozari for a moment where I'm afraid of Burst. Rogue doesn't have a lot of cards. Rogue might not be able to find anything useful. Just a couple of lackeys here. They don't necessarily give him the stuff he needs. Down to 60, so there cannot be a Leroy Shadow Step in hand. It is simply not possible. I would need to be able to deal with the stuff here. 5, 6, 7, 8 damage. Another 8 from hand. Leroy and a lackey could do. Do Do I have to play the Celiax now? I think Celiax and Big Ol' Whelp is fine here. Will Celiax have to attack? If there's a sap, may have to attack here.
Unity, precision,
May have to attack in case there is a sap. Okay. Because damage lucky and Myra's unstable element. Whoa. Now this rogue may have a lot of burst available.
I'm out of cards.
Yup. That's a handful of stuff now. Well, I have that free Nosari in hand. Now it becomes necessary. So, how do I get rid of as much of this board as I can? There could be the Heist Baron. I will need to use the Nosari. I can get the Injured Tolver out there too. 5, 7. Yeah, I can. This will have to be transformed. It is okay. It gives me a Deathwing. That's good. I can play the Injured Tolver. I'll get a Taunt minion out there. I can transform this. I can kill that. And I guess I'll kill the damage lucky. And then I will play the Nosari to go back to 30. So now the rogue will need 30 damage with these cards that are in hand, and there was not 30 damage there. Keeping Sharpshooter, keeping Griffin. What kind of hunter? That kind of hunter. Do I need to play tracking now? Because I don't have a lot of stuff to play here. What is my plan? Next turn is coin Diving Griffin. Kill something. After that I can do quite little. Probably need to use the tracking now. Not my favorite card to use here, but that is probably necessary. I'd go for an Animal Companion. Not a difficult choice. Well, that one cannot be targeted by hero powers. Maybe I should have went for the spear. Probably a Dragon Hunter. Need to use this, I believe, to kill that one. Reduce the overall incoming damage. The Animal Companion here. Oh no, why did it have to be Leok? This was the worst roll. If it was Huffer, that would have been the best. I would have traded away the Sharpshooter. Okay. I think I need to kill the Poisonous Dragon here. So this is probably Highlander Mirror, in fact. I don't expect any of these to survive.
By moon and spear.
Or is it? I'm uncertain what I'm up against here. Next, he could have a Rottnest Drake. That would be terrible for me. What can I do about it? 8 damage coming in. I can't get anything to stick. So I can't get a Faceless Corruptor. Urzatron will draw the Snip Snap, but that's not fast enough. If I could get something to stick, I could magnetize Celiax on it. If I played Celiax now, if I hit here, then Celiax is going to be hero powered away. If I hit here, there could be a Rottenness Drake. Both of those outcomes are fairly catastrophic. But I mean, playing Hearthstone doesn't exactly do much either. I believe I have to play that Celiax, but I have to use that to trade the Sharpshooter. So, because there's always a chance that he does not have 2 damage from hand. There isn't always a Rottenness Drake in hand. I already saw one Corrosive Breath. If he has to hit into the Celiax, then that's at least going to heal me up a little bit. Corrosive Breath A. But that's 8 damage coming in. Too much damage too quickly. Dragonbane hero power. Not going to work out. Do Corrosive Breath there and play the Faven, but this is too little. I have lost this one. And this is a Dragon Hunter. This is not a Highlander deck, right? Looks dragonic to me. But it looks like I have lost. Yeah. And I did not have sufficient defenses. I guess that's going to be a freezing trap too. Yeah, so there are no outs. I'm not at all certain that this deck can handle it, because every other hunter I have faced has been a Dragon Hunter. And they are really difficult to get rid of. I can't afford to coin here. He kept everything. So is that that's like a snake trap, right? Probably. Need to Corrosive Breath that one away. It's probably a snake trap. Setting up a freezing there doesn't feel like it makes too much sense. So I need to Stormhammer this down and proc the rats now. And the snakes now. I believe so. Oh, it's actually a freezing trap. Okay. Those are like the main alternate. But playing freezing trap there, that just couldn't be right? So this one pulls the snakes then. I mean, I could like coin a big ol' whelp. Next turn Rottenness Drake can be played though. No, I can't use the coin here. I have to play the Primordial Explorer. For a Dragonmaw Scorcher, maybe? Maybe. I'm not going to get to the Alexstrasza anyway. Scorch could be useful. I think I need to kill that even though it procs the snakes. Because I may need to be able to use this next turn as well. The snakes might also trade, but it's more likely that they will not. Yeah, this happened. This was what I expected. Because here I can do Unleash. And then I can coin Kill Command on the Rottenness Drake. One of these hounds is going to get frozen, and the others will trade away the snakes. So that's why I couldn't use the coin, because I needed that for the Unleash Kill Command play to kill the Rottenness Drake that I was expecting. Obviously I would have been happy if there was no Rottenness Drake, but I was expecting that. Couple of discovered dragons. We'll see, we'll see. Zephrys can give me some healing a little bit later. Maybe that will be enough. I want a dragon out there now.
I hunt alone.
I want to kill that dragon. Do I want to play this Blazing Battle Mage? Because I could play this from hand together with the Faceless Corruptor later. That would be an option too. Maybe I'll play it out now. We'll see. This was definitely a move that I was uncertain of. Because next turn 7 mana I don't have enough mana to play with all of this stuff. The Dragon Griffin will kill his dragon. Yes. Zephyrs will give me weapon removal to take away the Stormhammer. And I'm pushing face with all of this stuff. And I have the Ciliax in hand to heal. But I have a pretty wide board so that I can keep pushing face. And this is where the Ciliax comes in, right? Or does it? I have 8, 10, 13 damage. I'm 4 off. Any way to get that 4? Nope. Is Ciliax the answer? Maybe. Alternative is to rush in Siamat, but then there could be some kind of Leroy play. I think I'm going with Ciliax now.
Unity, precision,
Ciliax to trade that away. Just push in with these. Put him down to 7. I've seen 2 Rottnest Drakes now. I've seen 1 Corrosive Breath. That can be the 3 mana minion, of course, that deals 2 damage. There was a second Corrosive Breath in hand, but he still needs to deal with the 5/5 as well. He couldn't do that, so this time we managed to take the win. It's a 2-drop. Maybe it's still not strong enough there. Let's see. Alright, we got a Blazing Battle Mage, that's a good opener. Let's go. So this one is not a Quest Priest, he didn't keep this card. Just an immediate penance. I'll try to build something here and see what happens then. I just try to add as much pressure on this board as I can right now.
Free of that blasted tower.
Oh, that into a coin Rottnest Drake. That's gotta sting. Maybe not. Maybe there's a like Psycho Bomb or something. We'll see. No, I'm just trying to be really aggressive. Time Repaint bad. Takes away a lot of that damage that I had there. Do I want to just play Leroy now? I think I do. Do I trade away a 1/1 to mess up his Resurrects? But there was no Psycho Bomb last turn. If there's a Breath of the Infinite, then the Leroy is not that great. But what real alternatives do I have? Hero Power Kill Command. I think it's Leroy.
quickly. Time's up.
Is everything going to go face? I don't want to kill a 1/1 first. I think everything's going face here. There was no Psycho Bomb last turn. I mean, Psycho Bomb doesn't even do anything here. Oh. Exquisite.
I'll take you with me. Time's up. Let's do this.
Sometimes Mass Hysteria can fail.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.